This is a Black Nouveau web exclusive. The University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee will host its 5th annual Summit on Black Male Youth on December 13th and 14th. Here to tell us about this year's event is Dr. Gary L. Williams, Director of the Institute for Intercultural Research at UWM. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me back again, James.
It's a 2-day event. What are the activities?
It is a 2-day event. Involves bringing over 1,000 African-American male youth, middle schoolers and high schoolers, to the UWM campus to expose them to discussions regarding opportunities that are available to them, pre-college programs designed to move them forward. We're dealing with issues of self-esteem and even trauma is one of the issues that is on the table for discussion. And these are engaged topics with these young boys. It's a great event, and it continues to grow every year.
Now, who should attend? Who are you reaching out to?
We are reaching out to African-American male youth, middle and high schoolers throughout southeastern Wisconsin and, quite frankly, northern Illinois came last year. Folks from Wheaton, Illinois, Lake County, we've reached into Cook County, Illinois, and surely Milwaukee County and the surrounding school districts.
Tell me, after 5 years, what has the feedback been like?
It's been positive, very encouraging, and that's why it continues to grow. We hear back from faculty who participate in this. We hear from parents whose kids attend, and we hear from the kids themselves. Some have come back a couple of years in a row. Maybe they came the first time as middle schoolers and the second time as high schoolers. So the feedback, the response has been great.
Now, do the kids open up like you would expect, or are they pretty reserved? What kind of reaction do you get from the youth?
We do. There's a lot of energy in that building for those 2 days, and these kids are hungry for engaged dialogue where they have an opportunity to voice their opinions and concerns, and we give them that platform. We explain to workshop presenters that their job is to simply facilitate a dialogue, to have a discussion that engages these young people. And the young people step up to the plate. These young boys talk about issues and concerns they have, ranging from self-esteem and trauma to drugs and gangs. I mean, everything's on the table.
Where did this summit idea come from?
We kicked this off in 2012 with a workshop, and it was just designed to bring people in the room to talk about, and the title was Saving Black Boys, simply put.
I remember that.
Yes,
yeah.
And we packed the room. Initially we thought, okay, Saving Black Boys, we'll get 50 people in the room, we'll talk a little bit about some strategies, what's going on with these young boys, and what we are able to do in terms of solutions, because all the discussions are solutions-oriented discussions. Well, we started thinking about 50. We had 200 people packed into the Fireside Lounge on the UWM campus in April of 2012. After that meeting, folks said, we've got to do something. There's work to be done. And since that time, this has grown each year. It's almost doubled. We started with 1 day. Folks said not enough. So now we're up to 2 days. 1 day devoted entirely to middle schoolers, and the second day devoted to high schoolers.
Now, tell me your story. Now, how did you go to becoming a doctor? You have an interesting...
I'm the oldest of 9 kids. Grew up on the west side of Chicago, and we were among those referred to as the working poor. My parents, neither of my parents graduated from high school, but they provided a structure that gave me the opportunity to be successful. And it was a matter of, at that point, James, putting one foot in front of the other, taking advantage of opportunities, preparing yourself. And at times, I wasn't certain what I was preparing myself for until that door of opportunity swung open and I was able to step through it. And that's what I see with these young boys, is there's a lot of energy there. And I see myself, and that's why I think I do this. I see the energy and the positive outlook they have on life, and the desire and the hunger for more, for information, for guidance, for structure, and that. And those were the things that I starved for. So that's, I'm seeing them through my experiences.
Now, a lot has changed since you were
yeah,
a young lad to today. You mentioned trauma is one of those new things that you're going to talk about. What will the focus be about when it comes to trauma?
How to address it, how to manage it, identifying resources in the community designed to support these young boys and families. Because as we all know, they're part of it, but they live in a larger environment, a community, a family structure. And so we talk about, yes, we're going to share with you some resources and give you some strategies. In addition to that, here's some additional resources for the others in your environment, in your neighborhood, in your home, in your community.
Now, how can someone get more information about this?
We have a website at the UWM Black Male Initiative website at the UWM campus, and they're able to plug into that, and you'll see information on programs and schedule of activities and how to register to participate in the program.
And it's free?
It is free.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It's free to the boys who attend this. I provided lunch. Even our speakers have the opportunity to sit and have lunch with many of these young men. And they are genuinely impressed by what they hear and see from these young boys. And many of them have asked, what about next year? These are boys who are saying, can I come back this year? Well, absolutely.
All right. Awesome. Well, fantastic.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to talk about this, because it is something that's critically important and needed. I mean, we are aware of the fact that you're able to change a kid's life trajectory in a matter of minutes just by exposing them to the opportunities that are available to them.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.